I'll never have another dog like Buck. He's definitely the top dog here on the farm. Whatever I'm doing, he tries to see how he can help. If I'm trying to do water, he'll drag the hose. The Amazon delivery guy will leave packages at the gate, and right away he will grab them. He's just always looking at us, waiting for something and trying to figure out. I know that sounds crazy, but literally I could tell already at 10 weeks that this dog is exceptional. As young puppies, like they just pick up your shoe or they pick up anything that is left on the ground. When I would see him pick up anything, I would encourage him to bring it to me.
Good.
He paid more attention to my body language, watching what I was doing. His first real big thing helping is when I put the garbage outside, and he picked up that bag and carried it with me. He just watched, because whether I'm doing gardening, he will then go and get anything that's related to gardening. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, there's the bucket, way over there. And I'd think, oh, I wonder if I asked him, would he go get it? And sure enough, he would. When we first moved here, we hatched our own eggs. He started, coming to the front door, and he would just be standing there holding it gently in his mouth.
You're so good.
He picked up anything you lose or drop.
Push. Yes, push.
So then we started asking him to close or open a door.
Yay, good boy.
After that, Buck really took over.
Where did you find this?
A lot of times now, no matter what it is, the puppy's like, oh, wow, what have you got? And Buck's like, this is not a toy. This is work and I'm helping. He'll correct even the ducks. But he understands what needs to be protected. I believe all dogs have the power to do something as great as Buck. German Shepherds have a bad rap for being aggressive and spooky. But then Buck is the perfect example of his breed. I gave him a job and I nurtured a job, and that has made him such a good dog. My days are easier because of him. I can't imagine doing this without him.
Having baby servals in the house was like having 10 kids at the same time. As soon as they could walk, they were up to mischief. It became Lucinda and Mjolnir's house more than ours. We were constantly cleaning up after them because they would play with absolutely everything. They will do a little squeaky noise when they're happy to see us. Raising servals wasn't in our schedule, but life had other plans. We have a wildlife sanctuary in France, and for a few years we've rescued a few servals. One morning we arrived to a servals enclosure. We heard some very strange noise. We could not believe baby servals were in this enclosure. We were very surprised because we didn't see the mother pregnant. We realized that her sterilizing implant didn't work and she ended up rejecting her babies. They were very, very tiny, and we felt like we needed to give them the best help that we could. So we took the decision to take them with us. We absolutely fell in love. We built a little pen in the bathroom. They're so fragile, so you need to be keeping an eye on them all the time. You have to wash them, you have to feed them, you have to do everything for them, just like a mother. They started to show their personality very earlier on. Mjolnir was very loving and always wanting cuddles. And Lucille was loving too, but she was a bit more independent and a bit of a princess. We felt very proud because our little babies were getting bigger. But the hardest when I gave them their last bottle because our little babies became adults. We always remain very aware that they are also wild animals and we need to respect them for that. We understood it was time for them to move outside. They were scared to start off with, so we wanted to make sure they could always come back. So their enclosure is linked to our bedroom. We're so happy that we saw them that morning, and I am absolutely glad that we managed to save them.
When she sees the boxer on the trampoline in the TV, she's like, "Are you seeing this?" I saw how interested she was in the trampoline. I decided to buy one for her. I didn't know how she was going to react, if she would jump on it or if she would be scared. You want Daddy to finish? But she definitely loves it. And then she would lay on it and kind of like roll around on it. She loved that we were just on it together.
Come on. You gotta jump. You gotta...
But she was the biggest challenge. We got Penelope when she was like 7 weeks old. I just kind of stumbled across her online. And as a puppy, she was, in all honesty, like kind of insane. Only really does stuff that she wants to do when she wants to do it.
Hey, do not do that.
Why do you go under there?
Training her was more of a negotiation. And she's just like very needy. But she was so cute, obviously. There's no way to really change their personality, so you have to just like adapt around it. One day I just looked at her and she was watching the TV, and it took me by surprise. She's very like captivated by those scenes, and I always wonder if she's realizing that that's what's happening. I know that she enjoys it because if she doesn't want to do something, she will walk away. She can see a lot of stuff that she probably wouldn't usually be exposed to. There's times where I think she's like, I want to be there. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna take her to see them in real life. That was the story of the trampoline. It basically takes her television and making it in real life. And she's a little bit chiller now, at maybe 5% calmer. But she definitely feels like she's the queen bee and that we are her servants. We were very grateful to have her in our lives because she's such a magical animal. It's just another way to spend time together and do something fun and interesting.
Mikko, the sheep, is like a dog.
Hey, sweetheart.
He's always the first one to run up and greet you.
Hi, Mikko. How are you?
And he's like a little magnet, you know. He just wants to be close to you.
Good boy, Mikko. You're doing very well at sharing.
Like, I need to touch you. I need to sort of just rest my head on your shoulder.
What's in there?
From the moment Mikko arrived at the sanctuary as a tiny orphaned lamb, it was clear he was something special.
That tastes good.
I fell in love with them, yeah, straight away.
Hey, what have you found?
And I just messaged the woman that I know from the organisation and said, we'll take them.
but he's excited.
Mikko was extremely tired. He fell asleep pretty much straight away.
Lammies are checking out everything.
They absolutely loved their milk. And it was beautiful for us because it helps you sort of make those bonds and really connect with them. It's like you are their mother, basically.
I've got someone eating my jacket.
Or I remember when he really just sat for that first time with his face sort of nudged to mine and just wouldn't move.
Been good?
And I was really surprised myself at how long he actually wanted to stay close to me. Mikko became more touchy-feely, super affectionate.
You're trying to get my scarf.
He tries to get in my hoodie or tries to get in my scarf. But Mikko can sometimes get a little bit jealous. He'll come in and push the others out the way, which is funny. He brings entertainment all the time. I remember we had them in the house and they were just running around like they've got little high heels on.
Stop biting the phone.
And also he will play with our dog, wanting to headbutt and run around.
You're getting boomed. With that prickle.
He's like a dog, but it's still different. I think that with Mikko and with sheep in general, we might think of them as not being particularly intelligent. And that's not Mikko at all.
Hi, sweetie. Hi, sweetheart.
The connection that I have with him is just as important as my relationship with my dog. He's just taught me love and trust. And I'm so glad that I have it and that he exists.
Gunnar has got to be the gentlest dog I have ever seen. He might be 100 times their size, but he is always super careful around the kittens. He's so good, he even stays lying down so he won't scare them. Gunnar has been around them since the day they were born. We joke that he's not the father, but the dad who stepped up. Not once has he growled, moved too fast, or did anything other than love them. It's crazy to think that people still believe dogs like him can't be gentle. Gunnar had some bad luck before he came into my life. When we saw him, he was being rehomed for a second time. His previous family didn't have enough time to look after him. But I just fell in love. And right away, I think it was mutual. As soon as we brought him home, he charmed my senior dogs. Every puppy we met was just head over heels for Gunnar. And even my cat was drawn to him. Everyone could see that he was the biggest sweetheart around. And we knew he was meant to be with us. Not long after, there was a pregnant cat that needed some urgent rehoming. We were warned not to put her with dogs as she hated them. But she surprised us when she got out and went straight to Gunnar. I couldn't believe it. And then throughout her pregnancy, she wouldn't settle unless he was near. When she was finally in labor, she demanded Gunnar to be right next to her at all times. And he was. He provided her great comfort. Once the kittens were born, Mama Cat let him stay close. It was the cutest thing in the whole world. There are a lot of negative stereotypes about bullies. And where we stay, there's even a ban on extra large bullies. But Gunnar has only ever shown everyone love and kindness. He proves that all dogs can be good dogs if you treat them right. And hopefully one day, people won't be afraid of us anymore.